Hi turnips, so lychee is one of my favorite fruits, so I'm going to do a lychee macaron today and it's going to be so delicious and it's actually one of my favorites now, so you guys have to check it out. So the highlight of this flavor is definitely going to be the lychee black tea. I didn't think of using tea leaves before to make macaron flavors, but it's absolutely really wonderful and it incorporates the flavors of lychee. You guys can definitely taste the flavors. So I'm really happy and I happen to have a can of lychee black tea leaves at home, so I'm really happy and it's worked out perfectly. And of course, as you guys can see, these tea leaves are kind of big, so you guys definitely have to grind them into powder. You guys can use a spice grinder, that works out pretty well, or a coffee grinder, which I used. So right here, I have already grinded my confectioner sugar with my almond meal, and it's already in this powder form, and I'm just going to add in the tea leaves and mix it in. And you definitely want to mix it in well so that it incorporates all the tea flavors throughout. And next we have our egg whites, and it's fresh cold from the egg from the fridge, and we are going to whisk the egg whites. It is extremely important that your egg whites contain only egg whites instead of the yolk, because the yolk has oil and it's going to ruin the structure of your meringue. And we are going to whisk it until we reach a cloudy consistency, which I'll show you in a moment. And once you see that it's very clumpy and sticks to the side of the bowl, that's when you guys want to add in your granulated sugar. Just add it all in one shot and you guys should be good to go. And we are going to continue whisking until we reach a very nice stiff peak, or when you guys flip the bowl over, it sticks to the bowl. And for those who don't have a hand mixer, you guys can use a regular whisk and whisk it by hand. It will just take a little bit more time, but you guys can get the same results. So the next step is we are going to add in our food coloring. I'm using Wilton's Neon Pink food coloring. It is a very hot pink. I think it's absolutely wonderful and perfect for lychee. And I think that it's really rich and condensed in color, so it's going to be extremely vibrant and absolutely perfect for our lychee macaron. And of course, be sure to scrape the sides of the bowl, definitely whisk it so that you guys have all the even coloring throughout. And next we are going to add in our dry ingredients that we have created earlier, and we're going to slide them in all at once, and we're going to start folding our meringue. And this process is usually where a lot of people mess up, but don't worry, I'll be guiding you throughout this whole entire process. So the first step of folding our macaron batter is that we want to incorporate our dry ingredients, which is our confectioner sugar and almond meal and tea leaves, with our wet ingredients, which is our egg whites and essentially a little bit of granulated sugar. So we are just going to combine until it looks relatively even throughout. The key point is that you guys do not want to slash and destroy the air bubbles, air pockets in the egg whites, because that is what's going to give your macarons beautiful little feet. So the first thing you need to do is just combine from the outside towards the inside and just keep on folding and mixing. And do not use a handstand mixer, because that's going to completely destroy your macarons and it will cause the macarons to have no feet. So now that you see that it's relatively combined, the second step of this folding part is going to be reducing the air bubbles. And yes, we wanted to reduce air bubbles so that there's enough air to create feet, but not too much air where the feet is way too high. And as you guys might know, macarons usually have really nice medium-sized feet. So that is my ideal perfection, and I usually base it off on Lauderdale's macarons. So if you guys want to have really beautiful feet where it's just in the perfect height and not too much where it will cause the macarons to crack, you need to have a lava beautiful texture as shown right here. And once you have reached this molten lava texture and where it's very velvety, you can stop and we can do the next step. So after pouring all of the batter into a piping bag with a piping tip that's circular, I'm going to pipe it directly onto my parchment paper, also pad. And really, it's just as simple as it looks, just pipe directly on top, and you guys can see that it has that nice speckled look that kind of reminds me of vanilla bean. So we will bang our cookie sheet against the table to release all the excess air bubbles and bake it in a preheated 300 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 20 minutes. Hey turnips, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple and easy tutorial on how to make the lychee macaron. I really love this flavor. I think I'm going to make it for my friends and for my staff. So you guys should definitely give this recipe a try. And for those who are curious about what filling I use, I'll be posting that video very shortly, and it's going to be under the title BlanchTurnip Classic Macaron Signature Filling. So you guys have to check that out and stay tuned. And if you haven't done so, definitely hit that subscribe button so I can bring more sweetness to your life. And until next time, bye!